Incoming.
Yeah.
Maybe this time.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Welcome.
Hey, I have got to know. I've been
What?
seeing the words vibe coding everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, every second post on LinkedIn at the moment, people
No,
talking
not
about it at
LinkedIn.
work. What is it? It sounds fun.
So on the weekend,
Yeah.
Jai, who was in our team,
Yes.
he built an application for the hackathon,
Yeah, the developer in our team.
vibe coded.
Yeah.
So he used a tool called Base44. You might have heard of Lovable.
Yeah, heard of that.
So basically, instead of Jai going out there and coding from scratch an application, he's literally gone into a web browser, an application, and said, design for me an application that does X, Y, and Z, and it has a marketplace, and you can put in these details, and this should look like that, and it creates an application for him.
Ah.
And it's like it's a shell of an application, you know, as a starting point, and you build on it over time to make it better. But the initial application you can create with vibe coding, which is using the vibe. So
So he wasn't coding like you or I would know it, 00 / blah 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 Python.
I mean, I'm
just
sure
using-
he would have. It was a great app, so he would have got into the back end and done some code. But the way he would have started that process was talking to it with natural language, with English, rather than coding. And so through feeling the vibe, which is the kind of the cringe way that it gets talked about, but it's
I can relate.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a really accurate way to describe it, because you are coding based on how you feel. Oh, I don't like that color. I want it to be blue, or I'm not. That's too sharp. I want it rounded on whatever. And then all the user journey can be designed within it.
Well,
in the
it would
application.
just be a prompt that's what, like a couple of lines.
Yeah, you could start super simple. You can go super complex. There's lots of different ways to approach it. But the beauty is that it means that non-technical people and technical people can use it to very quickly spin up a prototype. So you could say, I want to create a clone of Airbnb or Slack. And it would, if you told Lovable to do that, it would produce for you a clone, like user interface. Like it would look like Slack, and it would look like Airbnb. Not perfect, but you'd be like, oh, this looks similar. Now that doesn't mean that we can do away with Slack and just build our own.
Yeah.
Because those are highly well sculpted products, right? They've got a lot of money invested in them, a lot of developers who have been designing them, a lot of product people designing the experience and all the data, and of course there's a business model behind it. But the point being, we can recreate parts of software, like small parts of software, very quickly nowadays, and then we can hand that over to a developer to make it better and make it good. Like we would do the first 20% of the process.
Right. And it wouldn't integrate with anything. It would they're just standalone.
Yeah, you could start to integrate it with other software. Like it's just code at the end of the day in the back end.
Okay, so it is code.
It's still code.
Code.
It's still code. It just means that you don't need to necessarily know how to code to create the starting point of an application,
Okay.
which is typically seen as the vibe coding part of the process, such as the first 10-15% of sculpting the look and feel and how some of it might work. And then you'd hand it off to a developer who would get into the back end and set up security, authentication, connect in databases, integrations, and build a full working app.
Okay.
But it just means that whole process is accelerated.
So Lovable, you say. Lovable is a good place
Lovable
to
is the gateway.
start.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, might have a go.
It's also the reason that we could spin something up to give a good look and feel for what an application would look like.
And then you
But
can hand it over.
you still need a developer. You still need an engineer or a technical person to go, great, this is awesome, but let's make this work in reality.
Right.
So you need someone who's really strong in code or software to understand and check the outputs, which I think is the key message in general around AI is, cool, it can accelerate that process to create something,
Yeah.
but you have to know what you're doing on the back end to be able to judge the outputs and say, no, that's not great, or that's not best in class, so we need to change the inputs. So this concept of anyone can do anything with AI, they can to a point. Can anyone do anything great? Can anyone do everything great with AI? I don't know what the phrasing should be. Debatable.
Right. It's not coming out after a developer's job tomorrow. They're just
maybe like the general developer or like the low quality developer, but a great developer, no.
No.
It makes a 10x developer like a 100x developer.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could build something right now.
Yeah, I'd like to give it a go.
Maybe so.